Station, Texas. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Out wide left, it's Staley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Quarterback signaling to his guy. The run inside. It's Owens.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throwing Reed. Got it behind the line. It's Riley. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Motion from the back. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. He makes a catch. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Quick give. It's Owens. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Reed. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
From deep, it's Dodson. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He'll go out of bounds at the 43-yard line, but a terrific return sets up the offense. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Big Orange churning out those 1st downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Bishop.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Makes one man miss. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Now you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive gain, nice positive toss play.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st. Complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Nice move to pick up yardage. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
And the Vols are threatening on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to slam it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Volunteers!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Makes the quick grab. Oh, he's got some space. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Now, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Here's Reed to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Trying to escape and get it himself. Jumped on top of the pile.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. pressure's coming. Left side is Owens. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Aggies are marching down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Looking for a crease. Turning it on. Past the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Hits inside, it's Bishop. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a crease, it's Bishop. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Defense not showing press coverage. Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's Smith. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires on the move. And they fail to hook up on third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The Vols will try to pick it up on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. Motion from the wideout. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Out wide right, it's Staley. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Vols!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
No chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Reed. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Horton. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Drops back. It's Reed. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Reed. Right side, it's Riley. Taken down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. In the gun, third down, Reed. Going for it all. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 16, the USC Trojans. And it's the Trojans on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the move. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season, man. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Caught. And he's tackled. Stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. In the red area, it's Morrow. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. And they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Finds his big tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
When an offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out and it's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Slams ahead. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the gun, it's Bishop. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. Could not make his way to the corner.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Pulls it. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot at maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Here's Reed to throw. He fires to the left side. He's got it way down the field. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. On the move. Maybe some room here.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying.
And he's in. Touchdown, Aggies. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's see what he can do with the return. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Going downfield for the big play. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. Trying to get the corner. Quick toss. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's Bishop. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Trying to get rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lofts one down the sideline. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Gotta make the play on 4th. Unloads to the right. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. Because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it.
comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Play action with Reed. They're all over it. Left side, it's Riley. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Drops back on 1st down. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Second down to the air. Out wide right, it's Staley. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Out wide left, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
He's changing the play. They're going to ride this running back. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Reed got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Volunteers! A pick 6.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Running inside, it's Owens. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown ball. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Reed. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
At the 35, he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game from him.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Reed. Look out. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Third and long coming up. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Makes the grab down the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback. Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker, and I tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They'll need a bunch on second down.